first came to Parkland in July of 1998, and I was hired in as the Department Chair of Distance and Virtual Learning, which was a brand new department, didn't exist before at Parkland. Worked with some awesome people that first few years, and we got distance and virtual learning off the ground at Parkland College. Back in 1998, we had, I think it was probably 2 or 3 classes, maybe about 30 or 40 students total enrolled in online only courses, no campus visits required, and boy did it explode. We went from those initial very few courses and students to probably close to 5,000 students online when I stopped doing distance and virtual, probably 3 years later. Huge growth. In the early days it was sort of the Wild West. So we had a faculty that was extraordinarily interested in technology and how they could embrace it and use it as part of the teaching process. We had some good funding from the college and the state that helped explore and buy some software and servers and so forth. And basically we would do it whatever the faculty wanted, whatever they said they wanted to try. Our job in distance and virtual learning was to make it happen, and boy, it took off. The student mix in online courses was a bit of a surprise. We sort of expected to see some students from within our district who wanted to save a drive to school, maybe cut 2 or 3 days of travel to campus by taking an online course. But what we didn't anticipate was the growth in students from other universities, other community colleges, not just in Illinois, but nationally and even internationally, who were interested in our programs. And I attribute that mostly to the fact that we were out there running so far ahead of the group, meaning other higher education institutions, that we were sort of the only game in town in terms of depth and breadth. We led the state of Illinois for a good 10-12 years in terms of the number of online courses and the number of students enrolled in those online courses. And it wasn't until somewhat recently that we were overtaken by the big ones, the big universities.